Counterattack on the road this week at USC for the 2018 NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship. We've got all the highlights right here on a brand new episode. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack. We're here at the Witangsu Aquatic Center for the 2018 NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship. The final came down to two teams you know very well. The #1 team in the country and the host USC taking on the defending champs Stanford. It was a rematch of the 2016 final. That one was a great game. Stefania Haralabides winning it with a half-court shot with less than 10 seconds to play. How did this year's matchup go? Let's get you caught up. Defense, the name of the game early on. Both goalies played outstanding. Amanda Longen with 10 saves for USC. Julia Herman with 9 big stops for Stanford led to a scoreless first quarter. Second period now, we get on the board. Jordan Rainey starts things off with 5:31 left in the first half. Stanford goes in front first, 1-0. Then USC turns to the senior captain, Brianna DeBow. She closes the half on the dish for Mount Megan's. Back of the net, all even at 1. Early in the third, Madison Bergen will put the Cardinal back in front. They take a 2-1 lead. And then shortly after, Denise Mamalito will put this one into the cage for a 2-2 game. Team USA standouts now, making big moves on both sides. First, for Stanford, Mackenzie Fisher gives to sister Aria. She knows what to do with it. It's a lead for Stanford, only to have MPSF Newcomer of the Year and USC Trojan Paige Hochschild respond, tying this game up at 3. Goals on each side open the fourth, 4-4 game, and then it all comes down to this. The sophomore Denise Mamalito breaks free, cross cage, her third of the day. USC goes in front 5-4. They would win it 5-4, claiming their 5th NCAA Women's Water Polo crown. Post-game, head coach Jovan Vavic talking about the drive this team has to win, and Brianna DeBow explaining what it means to go out on top in her senior season.
This might be the most competitive group I ever had. I had some good players before and some really tough girls, but I think with girls you don't always get competitiveness. You have to kind of find those kind of girls, and this is the most competitive group I ever had. They all hate to lose, they all fight for it, they all want to win as badly as the coaches do. So I would say that this is the most competitive group and not necessarily the most talented. You know, we had some talent in the past, and you guys know when the season started, we were ranked, I think, 3rd in the conference, and we really didn't have a center. Everybody thought that because we lost Avery and Brigida that we were not going to be able to match up with other teams because of not having a strong presence in 2 meters, but we did it. Courtney stepped up, Bree stepped up, and the entire team stepped up when it came to playing 2 meters.
To have 4 years to look forward to this moment, I know we've had 4 NCAA since then, but this is truly incredible for me to be able to go out with, my best friends, my seniors too, especially in our own pool, is really incredible, and a special moment, incredibly emotional, and I feel awesome.
Now we take a look at our final USA Water Polo National Collegiate Rankings powered by the Freeman Rating System for the 2018 season. No shocker, USC in at 1. Stanford takes second place. They come in at 2. And then Cal, UCLA, Hawaii, Arizona State, Pacific, UC Irvine, Michigan, and UC Davis. A strong season for all 10 teams. And now the Catino Award finalists have been named. This is Water Polo's Heisman Trophy. For the women, USC well represented, Amanda Longen and Paige Hochschild, Mackenzie Fisher there. For Stanford, the men's finalists, they were announced after the season last December. Alex Rolsa and Matt Farmer for UCLA, Luca Cupido for Cal, and Luke Pavillard for Pacific. Winner will be announced at the Olympic Club in early June. While the women's college season is complete, a new program is on the horizon. Long Island University in Brooklyn is adding women's water polo, and they are looking for a new head coach. That job posting is available now. Contact LIU for more information. The Blackbirds will bring another water polo team at the Division I level to Brooklyn, joining St. Francis College just down the road. Now to high school water polo. The Missouri High School State Championships this past weekend, and a familiar team takes the top spot. St. Louis University High School defeating Parkway West 15-4. It's the 4th straight title and 20th overall for St. Louis University High School. Congrats on claiming the Missouri championship. Now we turn towards this weekend in San Diego. It's a big water polo weekend. First up, the USA Water Polo Gala this Saturday, May 19th at the San Diego Marriott Del Mar. We're going to honor a whole host of deserving people. We've got national award winners. We've got Olympians that are retiring after the 2016 Olympic Games, plus 3 legacy award winners. Make sure you join us this weekend in San Diego. We'll have full results of all the fun next week on the Counterattack. Also this weekend, men's summer National League action begins with the Fisher Cup at UC San Diego. 2 pools of water polo action going on all day, Saturday and Sunday. Some of the top club teams in the nation competing, including defending National League champ, the Olympic Club. Schedules, rosters, all available now at usawaterpolo.org. Make sure you show up, cheer on your favorite team. We'll see you this weekend at the Fisher Cup. Next week, we'll have full highlights of our first and third place games. Now we close out our show as we do every week with our social media send-off, the best of water polo on the internet. Make sure you tag us at USAWP. We'll share what you're sharing each week here on the show. And we get things started with the NCAA championships right here at USC. After a big win, everybody goes into the pool. That includes USC AD Lynn Swan, the former football player, knows about being tackled once or twice. Jovan Vavic wraps him up, takes him into the pool. A big celebration there. And the dominance of these 2 programs, well reported. Pac-12 Network sharing this graphic. Stanford and USC have won every NCAA title this decade. The Cardinal will host the 2019 edition, a chance to keep that run rolling. You know, other teams will want to say in that. From there, fans in the stands from the state of Washington, and a shout out on Mother's Day. This event always falls on Mother's Day every year. Appreciate all the water polo moms and all they do. ODP position camp this past weekend. Coach Adovicic on the scene. Great Lakes Zone League action. Congrats to some of the champs here. The 18U boys from Epic, the 18U girls from Moose, and the 14U squad from Cbus. Last week, we chatted with Madeline Hubbs, the one-armed water polo player from the state of Missouri, on our Instagram interview series. Great to talk with Madeline, such positive energy. Agora Athletics sharing in our sentiments. Here's a short clip from our chat with Madeline.
My legs are very, very strong in the water. I have a mean kick. And for like dribbling the ball, like swimming with the ball, I will use my head and my arm and kind of swim and put the ball between my head and my arm. Sure. It's all about just finding different ways how to do it. But definitely my legs come into play, and I have really accommodating coaches.
And last but not least, water polo snacks. We love them. Shout out South Kitsap High School from the state of Washington, preparing some water polo treats for their post-game banquet. There it is, some of the best water polo on the internet this week. Appreciate all of your submissions. That'll wrap up this week's show. Thanks so much for watching from right here at USC. And don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, look weak side.